Alright. Hi, everybody. And hopefully we are live on Twitch now. Welcome back to... we had a little bit of a delay, audio issues, and we're trying to round up someone who didn't show up this week. Hopefully they're around somewhere. We'll see. Who knows? So we have 3 of the 4 for our second group for the House from Bent Hill, which is our Persistent Haunted House campaign. Last week you guys met the first group. And this week we're showing off the second group that goes into the house. It gets hired to go into the house and look for everyone. So we'll go through everyone real quick. They can introduce who they are. They won't introduce their characters just yet. They'll introduce who they are, what they're up to, and where we might possibly know them from if they have anything on the internet worth talking about. Quickly, before we do begin, if you notice down in the stream window, it says donate $5 or more to cause a random effect to happen in the house. So yeah, if you donate $5 or more to the donation link, which is down in our Twitch dashboard stuff, it should be the first link. If you donate $5 or more, I will roll a percentile dice off well, not really a percentile, I'll roll a digital D1000, and we'll get a random effect that goes on inside the house, which means floors could disappear, walls could disappear, creatures could get summoned, bad stuff could happen to the people in the house, basically, is what happens. It's good stuff. For example, Tarask. Not at all. So yeah, we're going to just go through the cast.
Nope.
So yeah, we're just going to go through the cast real quick. Like I said, one of them isn't here this week. Hopefully they'll be back for the Seeker's second session, which is in 2 weeks. But next week we'll be back with the Lost and continue their story. But yes, I'll just go in order.
The Lost Boys.
Yeah. I'll just go in order. So, Brogan.
Hi. I'm Brogan. What else? I don't have anything online.
Okay. All right, fair enough. And then we have Amy.
Yes, hello. I'm Amy. I don't know what else to say during this thing. I'm gonna play an old grandma. Yay!
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the art? It's so cute.
It's so cute. Yeah, for people who want to see what Nana May looks like, here is Amy's character. There's art. There should be art of her in the Twitch sort of overlay for D&D Beyond. It should be on the side somewhere over there. Really cool. And last but not least, we have Caesar.
Hello, I am Caesar Thaddeus Dragula at your service. Or not. We'll see how it goes. If you know me, hey, good for you. But if not, hey, that works too.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm your Dungeon Master, JW Ross. On social media, I go by JWROSSS. And yeah, before we do begin, we're gonna begin real quick. I'm just doing like blur through announcements real quick because we're half an hour late. This Saturday, we're doing a 12-hour D&D stream from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. for charity for Extra Life. And yeah, our goal is $300 because I didn't expect to hit it because we're a small channel. And we already hit our goal before streaming. So I doubled the goal to $600, and if we get to $600, I'm going to do my best to give back to the community in some way. Give you guys cool D&D stuff. Or even run a channel for all of the audience members. Like run a one-shot for audience members to come play in. Like a sort of battle royale for the audience members. That's a fun idea I have. Anyways, we're going to begin right now. Yes, so the 3 of you, since there's only 3 of you this week, the 3 of you find yourselves standing in this town square, it's sort of like overwhelmed by people gathering around this signboard. And as you sort of like approach the signboard, you notice that there are 4 pictures plastered to the signboard. One is a owl-like looking Aarakocra. One is a human male, scarred on the face, wearing like a cowboy hat. Basically, just looks like a cowboy. Yeah. The other one is you see a black dragonborn, in like long coats and stuff, and holding like a hunting rifle. And then the final picture is, oh my god, I totally blanked on what everyone is.
Half orc, half orc.
Half orc, yes, thank you. Sorry, Melly. And the other character you recognize is this half-orc female in very like regal-looking Victorian-esque clothes, and it all says "missing" over each poster, and beneath that it says their names. So Jacqueline Lemieux, Clue Blacktree, Arvis Chambers, and then Necro Dark, which is the Necro Dark's a Dragonborn. Clue Blacktree is the Aarakocra Owl. Jacqueline Lemieux is the half-orc bard, and Arvis Chambers is the human cowboy kind of looking dude. And it says "missing," and below that it says "missing," and then below that in small font it says "for 6 months." And it says "reward 1,000 gold for each returned person, for each person found." And the three of you would probably find yourselves gathered around this board, I would assume, because everyone is just there. They want the money. They're all signing up to go do it. So we'll just basically meet your characters now. So let's go with Brogan. What do we see? So introduce your character. What do they look like? If you want to introduce what kind of class they are, go ahead. But yeah.
Sure. My character's name is Cora. She is a human, and she is 13 years old, so she's, you know.
Oh my
tiny.
god.
Yeah, so she's just a little thing, and she's kind of serious looking, kind of maybe a little bit sad looking. She's just kind of keeps to herself, kind of in the shadows more, like trying to not blend in, sort of.
Yeah.
And she is a mystic.
Okay. And somewhere else in the crowd, we probably see Amy's character. Would you please describe who you're playing, what they look like, anything you want to describe about them?
Of course. Okay, so Nana May is my character. She is, like 5'2" and a tiefling. She has like pale blue skin. She's kind of old, so it's like a little grayish blue. She has white hair that's up in a bun, and around her shoulders she has a little pseudo dragon who is taking a nap and wearing a little knitted hat. And she is looking at the board like she's looking for someone who's not on one of those signs.
You would definitely see there's other numerous like pictures of people, children, elderly people, basically people from all walks of life are just on this board. Yeah. And there may or may not be people you recognize on the board, for sure, that you've met in your everyday life. Yeah. Oh,
and sorry, I forgot to mention, she's like 80 years old. She's like super old.
So I was saying, like, we're the opposites.
We got the full age spectrum in this game. Oh.
We have literally what people don't want in a party. We have the senior citizens and we have young children.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And last but not least, Caesar. Who do we see? What does your character look like?
Standing probably in the front of the crowd, kind of like arms crossed, like shoulders back, just like uninterestingly, but still paying attention to the board. Like with his arms crossed, stands Yager with like his ashen white skin, red eyes, crimson red hair, like essentially edgelord MacGuffin.
Okay.
If you want to have a more mental picture of him. Just kind of standing there. He is of the average age. He's not too old. He's not too young, unlike some people. And yeah, like he's dressed like in pretty heavily armored, heavily equipped gear, like sword on the side, shield, that type of stuff. Like, like he's ready for a fight.
All right. Awesome. And yeah, the three of you see basically just this board is full of people's faces and pictures. And there are people crying at the board, like posting up pictures of their lost loved ones. You notice that the ages, like the time differences of people who've gone missing vary. Like 6 months for the 4 people that I mentioned, who are players in the first group. You notice that some people have been missing for like years, decades even. Just a huge range of people who've gone missing. And just going through the group, why are each of you drawn to this board? I'll ask Nana May first.
Oh, Nana May is looking for her missing grandson.
So,
Last she heard, he might have come this way and gone into the house.
So you definitely see his picture up there.
Oh, dear.
And probably put up by you or someone in the family.
Definitely his mother. She's worried sick.
Okay. And at this point, I'd say he'd be missing for about 4 months.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. And there are, like, and you notice that the common thread of it says last seen on the house at the Trout White Manor, which is the house that sits on top of Bent Hill, where our campaign takes place. And that's where most of the people have gone missing. It says on these posters.
What a shock.
And why would Cora be looking at this board and interested in the people who've gone missing?
You said it was a 1,000 gold reward?
Yeah, 1,000 gold per person.
So, she's recently kind of found herself on her own.
Mm-hmm.
So she's thinking 1,000 gold is a lot of money. And also she has experience finding people who are missing. So she's thinking this could be a good way to get some money to kind of take care of herself. Because right now she's completely on her own.
Okay. And why would Yager be interested in finding these people?
Well, firstly, Yager's wondering, why the heck do people still live near a place where people constantly go missing and never return? And secondly, he's very interested because, like, a haunted house, monsters, people missing. I could probably kill those monsters. Good way to pass the time.
Okay. So, about 10 minutes or so pass, and you guys watch as the crowd sort of disperses. And you watch as this man sort of like hobbled over, wears like a red beret with like feathers sticking out of it. He's wearing a large purple puffy coat, very puffy striped pants. And he just sort of like walks up to the sign, and he sort of places another poster on the sign, and it says that he's looking to hire individuals to go into the house, find all the lost people, and he'll increase the pay. He'll pay them 5,000 gold pieces for each person found. And he just sort of puts a sign up and just says, hello, if anyone's interested, just come talk to me, 5,000 gold pieces, anyone out there. And the crowd sort of just starts to disperse, because no one's really interested in going into the house because of the stories around it. And at this point, it's just the three of you standing there. And he's just like, hello, would you like, hello?
Oh, Nana May would absolutely go and, like, she uses her staff as, like, a walking stick, and she walks over to him and says, oh, hello there. You know, I'm going into the house anyway, so, I mean, while I'm in there, I'll keep an eye out for everyone else, you know?
Oh, well.
Yager's already kind of standing in front of the board, so he just kind of, like, looks over and, like, down, and, like, he's like, sure.
Okay. And you watch as he pulls out this, like, scrawled piece of parchment from inside his coat, and he holds like a pen, an ink pen, because this is like Victorian setting, so there's not as much quills. This is sort of like a really old-fashioned ink pen, and he holds it out and just, oh, well, please just sign your names to this contract, then, and I'll get you your money when the people are returned.
Oh, sure. Let me just put my little glasses on and read the contract here for a moment.
Grabs it from the old man's hand and holds it in front of him so that the old woman that is standing next to him can read it too.
Oh, you're such a sweet young lad. Thank you.
Would Cora approach at this point too, or?
Yeah, I'm kind of staying behind a bit, just kind of watching. And once it seems like they're kind of have it signed, I'll come forward and be like, excuse me, I'd like to help too, if I can.
Oh my goodness! What a young little miss. Where are your parents?
I don't have any parents, but I'm really good at finding things, and perhaps I could help. I'm really good at finding things.
Well, bless my heart, you poor soul. Would you like a muffin?
Yes, please.
She takes out like a muffin from her bag.
I eat it
freshly made right before I left for this, town.
So fast. Like it's been a long time.
When was the last time you ate? You poor dear. Here, have another muffin.
Thank you, miss.
Jaeger's gonna
Thank you.
look down at Cora and kind of like in a gruff, questioning voice, just like ask, "How old are you?"
I'm 13.
Oh no, you poor thing.
Stay here.
I
It's too
quite like
dangerous
to
for
help them.
children to come.
I'm really quite good at finding things. And all sorts of things, really.
Oh, well, you know what? You are more than welcome to join us on this, and you have no parents.
No, miss. I could use the money. If you want me
my
to show
gosh.
you what sort of things I can do, I could do that as well.
Well, now I'm a little bit intrigued, to be honest. But I mean, when was the last time you ate a proper meal?
Not. It's been quite a bit.
Well, bless my heart. You can come with us for sure, darling.
All right.
This
I would
is
like that.
Cookie. She points to the dragon on her shoulders, who kind of looks up and like sniffs.
I'm a little bit hesitant, but I kind of like look at them.
He's wearing a knitted hat, so he looks a lot more friendly than like a dragon without a knitted hat would look.
He's just like a little dragon?
Yeah, he's like cat-sized, and he's like
Okay.
laying around her shoulder like a little cat scarf. Well, dragon scarf.
Okay, I'm very curious, but I'm also very nervous about it. So I'm just kind of like looking at it. Like, just.
Oh my goodness, dear, what is your name?
My name's Cora.
Cora, I'm Nana May.
It's
And-
nice to meet you.
And yourself, young man?
I go by Jaeger.
Well, it is just a pleasure to meet the both of you. Sounds like we're going in this haunted house together.
Against my own better thoughts, yes, it seems so. But hey, what could possibly go wrong when I'm entering a haunted house that's taken hundreds of people with a senior citizen and a lowly child?
Well, don't count your chickens before they hatch, or, whatever the saying.
If they hatch.
I may not be a spring chicken, but that doesn't mean that I'm not capable of some pretty cool stuff, good young man.
Oh, great. We can show the ghost off with our tricks. That's definitely going to save us.
Well, I brought
Regardless.
plenty of muffins.
And
Muffins.
while you're all talking, you sort of look around and you notice that the guy who had the contract just isn't there anymore. He just sort of like either vanished or walked away.
Oh, great. Even more mysterious things are happening already. Lovely.
Did I, can I make a perception check or something to try to, or investigation maybe? I'm not sure. Try
Give
to
me
figure out where he went.
give me perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
That'd be 11.
Nope. Just seems
No.
like he vanished in thin air.
Okay.
Because the area is heavily obscured by mist, too.
Oh, okay.
Like mist and
there's not a
fog.
lot of-
Uh,
yeah, there's not a lot of people around, is there? It's
Not anymore. The crowd sort of dispersed.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
And the contract, you also notice, is gone as well.
Oh.
did we just
Where
sign
was the
a
contract?
contract?
It was
with-
in Yager's hands, and it's just not in there anymore.
What did it say on it, BT Dubs? Because, I mean, Nana May put on her little reading glasses to
Yeah.
read this.
It literally just said,
I'm going to go in the house and look for people.
and get paid.
Nothing like weird in it. Nothing like, and also, I give this house my soul. Goodbye, world.
No, nothing weird like that.
Cool.
Just this promise of being paid upon completion of said act.
Delightful.
Could possibly
We-
go
we should-
wrong, guys.
We should find that man, though. He might know something about the people missing.
If we want to find something about the people missing, we should ask the people who posted the posters.
That we could do that as well.
Well, I mean, my grandson Tommy went missing around this parts, and I think that he might have gone in this scary haunted house everyone keeps talking about.
Who here has a passive perception that's higher than 13?
I
check.
think I do.
I do.
My
yeah, I
passive
do.
perception is exactly 13.
Cool. So 13 or higher.
Mine is 16.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So
yay.
the three of you sort of like hear this weird like rustling sound, and as you look back towards the notice board, you see all of the posters have vanished as well, and the mist is
Oh.
getting thicker and thicker.
That's not good.
Oh.
Well, that's certainly interesting. Everyone else can see that too, right?
Yager's immediately gonna draw out his longsword and activate his divine sense, not really having the best of opinions of their current position.
Okay. And you don't sense anything, but you notice the fog and mist gets thicker and thicker. And as you all blink and unblink kind of thing, you find yourself standing on the grounds of the manor.
Oh, well, that is a very efficient form of transportation.
Basically standing in front of the house. It's about 3 stories tall, decrepit, boarded up everywhere. You see that there's a hedge maze around the back with like hedge animals like bears and lions and stuff. However, you notice that the front door is just wide open.
You know, my good friend Moira used to have a house like this. She used to throw
should
the
burn it down.
craziest parties. Well, there might be people inside that house, young Yager. I don't think that burning it
They're
down.
dead.
Yeah.
They're dead.
Well, we don't
They've
know.
been gone for 4 months. They're dead.
If you want, I can. I have ways of finding people. I can try if I try to find specific people. With my powers, basically.
Well,
Yager's
sure, let's
gonna-
do that.
Yeah.
Let's not all
He's
be
just kinda like-
negative Nellies here. I mean, surely
just-
at least some of them are still alive.
He just like
I'm
looks
sure
at
they are.
both of you, just like, I am going to die here. Like that's just the look on his face. Like I am going to die here, and this is how it's gonna happen.
You hear a voice coming from inside you hear a voice coming from inside the house, like through the open door, and it just says, "Nana, I can't find my way out." And it sounds very familiar to your lost grandson.
Oh my goodness! See, he's just fine. He's in there somewhere. Let's go. We don't even need your magic. It sounds
I
like right inside.
grab her by the shoulder and keep her from moving forward, and like
I
just
was just
slowly
gonna
pull
say,
her
I-
back.
Definitely keep it back.
And
Okay.
the three of you
I
hear
know-
the three of you hear footsteps, and that's all you hear. Like footsteps on wood coming from inside the house, like running, like trying to find something. Like someone's.
Tommy, dear.
Yeah.
We're right outside. Can you find the doorway?
No, I can.
Is it
Everything's.
dark in there?
It's so
You're
dark.
not very good at seeing in the dark. Well, all right. Come on, Cookie. If you two don't want to come inside, then I suppose you can stay out here. But I mean,
I pick Cookie off of her shoulders and hold him in between my hand and just like hold him up in the air. I said, I know you're losing some of your brain cells at your age, but please think this through for a second.
well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that Cookie likes being held like that very much. I'd recommend giving him back here before he bites you.
Yeah,
I'm wearing armor. I doubt that would hurt, but whatever. I kind of drop Cookie. Is Cookie a boy or girl?
Cookie's a boy.
Okay, I drop him on her head.
Oh, delightful. Welcome back, Cookie.
Is there light coming out of? You said the door was open, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Is there? Can I see in it?
It's
What do I see inside?
just darkness.
Naname casts, touches the top of her staff and casts light on it so that the little gem at the top is glowing.
Okay.
Well, sounds like it's time to go explore a house.
Okay.
Come on, children.
I'm staying behind, but I'll follow her to an extent. Just kind of.
I'm
Hang
going to
behind
bring
me.
up the rear in case something happens, but yeah, Yager just like having the most I am going to die here look on his face. Just like, okay, this is how it ends.
Okay.
It's just a house.
So
Keep saying that.
as you get to the doorway, it casts a light inside the ground floor, and you see just there's like debris of like once like furniture that's been like long broken. There's like dead leaves all over the floor, a thin layer of dust. There's no footprints in the dust, but there's just a lot of like debris. Like you see a coat. From where you're standing in the door, you can see a male's frock coat lying on the ground with a bullet hole in it. There's a coat rack just snapped in two on the floor, and there's just a bunch of just junk on the floor. This looks like it might have been the foyer, and you see a pair of like two staircases curving upwards to the second floor. And from here you can also see two doorways underneath the stairs, one on the left side, one on the right side.
I want to examine the stuff on the floor. See see more detail about like what's there.
You'd have to go inside.
Oh, are we not inside?
No, you're standing at the doorway right now, just casting light in.
Then I'll stay behind Auntie. Sorry, what was your
Naname. Naname calls out, Tommy, can you hear me? Are you around here somewhere?
Yeah, I think I'm in the kitchen. And it sounds like the voice is coming from the left door underneath the staircase.
Oh, okay.
How could he not find the door but find the kitchen? Like Yager is not talking to anyone. He's just kind of like muttering to himself, like logical stuff in his head. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm so gonna die here."
Is this sound definitely real, or would I be able to tell if it's telepathic?
It sounds real. It doesn't sound telepathic.
Okay.
Oh, well, all right. Tommy, I'm going to come in. Keep saying things so I can follow the sound of your voice, darling.
That could be. I'm more looking for like magic kind of stuff.
All right.
Traps, but like anything that could go off.
All right. Oh. Just.
Freeze.
Can you see
Are
me?
we all further?
Yeah, no, it's my internet's crapping
I
out.
can
Hold
see
on.
all of you.
My internet's not
Oh.
too great. I'm just making sure it doesn't die on me. Hello, stream. We're not dying. So as you walk in, you sort of see, like I said, there's a male's frock coat on the ground with a bullet hole in it. There's a shattered coat rack. And those of you that are like detecting magic and evil, oh, and stream's dying again. Sorry, my internet's not doing too good tonight again. You sort of get drawn towards this sort of grandfather clock behind you. And the grandfather clock has 4 clock hands, and you see on those clock hands are the owl monk, the owl, Aarakocra, the cowboy-like human male, the black dragonborn, and the half-orc bard. And you see that 3 of them are pointed at 12 on the clock, and the owl Aarakocra is pointing at 6 on the clock.
Oh, now this is a very interesting clock they have. I think these were some of the folks that were on the posters before they all mysteriously disappeared.
And you detect, those of you who are detecting evil, definitely detect something evil inside the clock.
All right.
Do I get the sense that if I touch it, that could have a bad effect? I don't know if there's any way to actually tell that without touching it.
It seems ominous just because of what it has on the clock hands, but that's about it.
Okay.
Detect, like my divine sense, like I can tell if it's a fiend / or undead. Is it any of those 3?
Fiend.
Ooh.
I want to go up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Very cautiously. Wait, do I have to touch it for this? Actually, let me check. I don't want to touch it if I don't have to. I want to use item lore on it.
Okay.
I just want to see if I have to touch it for that. Oh, there it is. I think you carefully study an item, concentrate. Okay, so I don't think I have to touch it. So I'm just going to concentrate on it.
Okay.
And that is 3 psi points. Concentration within 5 feet of you. So I get the benefits of an identify spell.
Okay. So you detect that there is a portal or something possibly on the inside.
Okay.
and it leads somewhere. And oh yeah, the clock also appears to be like it's been boarded up at the base where everything's inside it at the bottom, like the chimes and everything, the gears. It appears like that part's actually been boarded up.
Okay. So I'm just gonna mark off these points. It seems like it's some sort of portal.
Like inside the clock?
Maybe.
Do you think
I
that
guess.
that's where the people went, and now that's why that they are on the like little things?
If so, that's only 4 of the people who are missing. There's still,
It's very
well, like
strange.
I said, most of them are, yeah, amongst other things.
Well, maybe only those 4 were the ones who went through the creepy portal. Tommy, can you still hear me?
No answer.
Oh dear.
Or maybe they're the only ones who are still alive.
And as you sort of look, you sort of hear this thumping sound, and you watch as the door that you came through vanishes and is replaced by a wall.
Oh, well, that's
And now we're
certainly
trapped.
explain
Lovely.
Why people maybe get stuck in this house? Yes, I know, Cookie. It's a little bit weird, but
Yeah,
that's
you
okay.
I don't know if I like it in here anymore. It's okay.
Like,
Cora,
really, really
darling,
bad.
would you like to hold my hand? We should stick together
Oh,
in this.
me? Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay, thank you.
Drop my dice.
Oh no.
So what's everyone doing?
Well, it was the door under the stairs that the
Like,
voice
I-
of Tommy seemed to be coming from.
Yeah, the left side.
Yeah, for sure. Then she'll go over that way. With her staff still has the light spell on it, and she kind of shuffles over, knocks on the door. Hello, Tommy. You're still in there.
Jaeger's like,
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
yeah, Jaeger's checking the entrance, where the entrance was, and just checking to see how solid that wall is.
Pretty
Like,
solid.
Can he maybe break it?
It's really solid. You can try, but it's really
Eesh.
solid. And you do not hear any response from the kitchen door.
Hmm.
Or behind it, rather.
I would like to find
Jaeger's gonna.
creature
Okay.
on Tommy.
Okay, what's
See if
the
that's really
range on that?
it is
1,000 feet.
1 and 3 miles. Wait, pinpointing an area between 1 and 3 miles on a side. DM's choice.
Okay.
All right, I was thinking of the wrong spell.
You
Oof.
don't detect Tommy.
Okay, I'm gonna. It's by the way, it's concentration for up to 1 hour, so I'm just gonna keep that on until I do something.
Okay.
Jaeger's gonna go to where they are and like look at the kitchen door and say, "Should we just go in?"
Well, yes, I would say
no.
we should.
All right.
He's
Jaeger
not
kicks the
there.
door in.
Great.
He's not there.
Didn't even try the doorknob.
You see this sort of figure sitting at this kitchen table. The table's filthy. It's covered in like rotting food and just a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
This
lovely.
rotting food, bowls, plates that are covered in moss, like mossy food, and yeah, there's just a figure sitting there at the table, just sort of like just spooning one of the bowls and not spooning anything out of the bowls.
Tommy, is that you?
No.
It looks like it might be a child, but it doesn't answer. It just keeps spooning this empty bowl.
Don't go close to him.
Well, we won't learn anything if we never do anything in this house. So, darling, can you hear me? Is that bowl empty? Would you like a muffin?
No answer.
Cookie, dearly. Can you go check on him? Since, you know, these youngins don't want us to go any closer. Cookie looks over and then looks at the kid and goes, Oh, come now, Cookie. And then scoots over. And,
I'll do it.
Cookie starts clambering over.
Oh.
Okay, so Cookie's like clambering over to the figure in the chair.
Well, yeah, over to the table to like get up on the table and then, you know, look at the figure.
Okay. He sees what appears to be a child, but sort of almost wispy on like his outside, and he's got pure like just blank white eyes. And as Cookie sort of like gets on the table and approaches him, it just takes like a wispy sort of arm and hits Cookie with his arm.
Don't be mean.
And a 10 to hit.
Give me a second while I find where it would say something like that.
Go into your creature section. It should have a thing for your familiar, and I think it's a pseudo dragon, I believe.
I have it, but I don't know where it says my AC. You know what? It's 13.
Cool. So yeah, it goes ahead with its wispy arm, and Cookie kind of just like backs up and like, nope, no thanks.
Oh dear, Cookie, come back. That's clearly not Tommy. Tommy would never hit Cookie.
And you watch as a sort of like, oh, yep, what?
I was just gonna do an insight check on this thing to see if it's gonna suddenly try to kill us.
Yeah, go for it.
Yager just already has his sword ready. He was kind of expecting this, like saying, "Yep, here we go."
That is a 12.
Judging based on what it just did to Cookie, oh yeah, for sure. And you watch as it sort of like slowly turns at you all in the chair, and you all finally get a glimpse of its face. It's childlike, but severely like gaunt and like clung to the bones. Its eyes are just pure white, nothing there, and you sort of notice that it's wispy and sort of black on its outsides. And you sort of watch as more of these wispy figures sort of like rise up out of the floor. One looks like an Aarakocra owl, one looks like a half-orc bard, one looks like a dragonborn with a rifle, and the other one looks like a human sort of cowboy. And these five...
These are all just images floating out of this...
Out of the floor, yeah. And you watch these sort of four figures just sort of like lurch towards you all. And what do you guys want to do as they're lurching?
Immediately I said, alright, turns out they're dead, and then I'm just going to slash at the first one.
Alright, so with that, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Ooh, that was good. 21.
21. So 21 for Cora?
Yes.
Alright, what did Yager get?
16 flat.
Okay.
I got 18.
Okay. Let's roll their initiative now. Woo!
Oh.
Okay. They're just gonna share initiative because I prefer doing shared initiative for swarms and whatnot.
Oh, it's a swarm. Lovely.
So they got 21 as well.
Hey.
Yikes.
Oh wait, I did that wrong. Type it in my initiative tracker, the most interesting part of this whole thing.
Yeah, really.
21. Yeah,
I wasted my good roll. Might come in handy though.
Oh right. So I will say, since you did want to make an action to cause this combat to begin, I will let you do a sword strike, Yager.
Yay. Alright, so I rolled a 12, and that's going to be a +7, so 19 to hit.
Alright, that hits, but you watch as like the sort of like glides through it, and nothing happens. Like it doesn't seem affected by your strike.
Do they appear to be things that could be hit at all, or like
they do?
They're ghosts.
They appear that they are ghosts, but they're more, let's say, they're almost shadowy in appearance.
Oh.
Ooh, neato.
So yeah, your strike does nothing, and that means
look like something that could be classified as undead.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And that means we're gonna go to the top of the initiative order. So Cora, what would you like to do? There are about 5 shadows. Did I say 5? Yes. There are like
Four
5.
and the one, right?
Yeah, there are about 5 shadows, which is what these are. And they're all about within 10 feet of y'all. And
Okay.
yeah, Yager would be the closest since he walked up to attack one.
Yeah.
So Yager's probably standing at the table. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What am I gonna do? I guess I don't really know what's going on yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to. I'm gonna do what I was gonna do before this happened, which is I'm gonna use one of my talents, which is blind spot,
Okay.
on the child.
Okay.
Hoping that he's the ringleader of all this. So basically, once I get this, it's an action, and I erase my image from the mind of one creature within 120 feet, and he must the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw, or you are invisible to it to the end of the next turn.
Oh wow. Okay. I will say the child-looking creature looks a lot like Tommy.
Okay. Would I know that?
You wouldn't, but Nana May obviously would.
Okay. Because I did try to find him. I don't know if that would. I guess not.
Yeah, no. Nana May definitely knows what he looks like. Obviously.
Okay. So yeah. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw. I guess on his. I don't know if it's on. I guess on his turn.
On his turn?
It doesn't say. I'm assuming.
I'll say he makes it now, just because it doesn't say.
Okay.
I think whenever you do something, it kind of happens on your turn.
That's a natural 1.
So I'm invisible.
To him.
To him.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And I'm just gonna kind of back up to the extent that I can see things, but not be totally like, but like be far enough away that I'm not in immediate danger of being hit.
For sure. So I will describe the environment a little bit better. So there is a table in the middle of the room. That's where the child shadow was sitting. That's where Yager walked up to it and was like, "Yeah, nothing happened." So there's like it's what a 6-foot long table by 4 feet wide in the middle of the room. To the left of the room is a huge sort of like stone oven fireplace kind of thing where you'd cook stuff in this big stone oven. And then to the north of the table, about 5 feet away from that part of the table, is a countertop with like a basin and just your standard like kitchen utensils like sink and stuff. And then there's a back door there, and then there's windows to the right.
Are the windows boarded up?
They are, and so is the back door.
So is there only the one door that actually can get us out of here? It's the door we came in?
It appears like that, yeah. Appears like that for the time being.
It was.
Pardon me?
It was night when we came in, right?
It was.
Okay, so there's no light or anything.
There is no light whatsoever.
I have a light on my staff. I cast
That's
light
true.
on it.
That's true. There is light emanating from the staff,
Yeah,
so it's
I know.
not
I
as
was
dark in
curious
here.
if it was like light coming out of the.
Nope.
Okay, that's fine.
No light from the outside. It almost appears like it's unnaturally pitch black outside. Alright, so anything else for Cora?
That's fun.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I think that was all.
Alrighty. Oh, internet spotting out again. There we go. So yeah, the child shadow is just going to retaliate against Yager. And it's just going to sort of like drift creepily towards him, like in and out of like focus almost as it moves. And it's going to try to punch him through the chest with this like shadow arm. Oh, that's a 13 to hit. I'm not rolling too good. A 13 to hit Yager. Does that hit?
Nope.
All right. So the child shadow just sort of like punches through your chest, but nothing really happens.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. And then the shadow that looks like this owl Aarakocra with no arms sort of like slowly drifts towards Nana May. And he takes one of his like legs, I guess, and like tries to like phase it through your chest as well. Oh, that is a 9 to hit.
That doesn't hit! Yay!
And he sort of just like relents and like just sort of like pulls the leg out. the shadow that looks like the sort of like cowboy guy approaches Cora. So you can see her.
They could see me.
And he
I was
just
hoping if I.
he just reaches out 2 hands towards your face, and they sort of like phase through your face and into your like head.
Okay.
And he's gonna try to do some squeezing.
Some squeezing.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh.
So, for those of you who are playing with me for the first time, I don't like the standard rules of criticals because they don't feel critical to me. Because you could roll a 1 for damage and it'll only be a 2 for damage.
That's fair.
So our criticals are max damage of the roll plus damage rolled on top of it.
Oh, I might die.
So, you're going to
So-
take.
That's gonna hurt.
So initially, before this happens, you're going to take the total damage of this, which is 14 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and then on top of that, you're going to take 10 necrotic damage. So that's 24 necrotic damage in total.
Oh, not looking too hot.
And
That's okay. I'm still up.
for the time being, where is that? You take
Oh, there's more.
your strength score is reduced by 1,
Oh, okay.
and that reduction lasts until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay.
And be sure to update everything on your D&D Beyond page so everyone can see it in the Twitch when your health gets
Should I be
hurt.
doing that even though my one isn't accurate?
Yeah. Just like keep your health on the page just for health tracking purposes, yeah. Because Mystic isn't on D&D Beyond.
No, it's not.
Alright, so the half-orc looking shadow sort of looks like it's playing a violin as it approaches, and you watch as it approaches an anime, and it takes the violin bow and tries to like push it through your forehead. But it's like a wispy, like ghostly violin bow. And that'll be a 13 to hit.
Oh, that hits because my armor class is right at 13.
Oh, okay.
Just about knocked my lap.
You take 9 necrotic damage.
Okay, I cast Hellish Rebuke on it.
Fantastic. Before that happens, your strength score is reduced by 3.
Sounds good.
Yeah, go for that Hellish Rebuke.
Strength reduced by 3. I don't know how to put that in, so I'll deal with that in a minute. Hellish Rebuke. I'm gonna cast it at
the Jacqueline Lemieux looking shadow.
Absolutely at that one. And it's gonna be just at second. Yeah, it's at second level. It's gonna be that guy. So it is. It must make a dexterity saving throw of 16 or higher.
Okay.
And
It got a 14.
Okay, it does not pass, so it takes 3d10 fire damage.
Sweet.
Let me find my d10s
For sure.
while I remember what a d10 looks like. Da, 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 da. Oh, I found them. Okay, well, wish me luck. Holy cow. That is going to be 25 fire damage.
You sort of watch as like fire just like race around this shadowy figure and it just dissipates and vanishes.
Does it look like it took 0 damage?
It looks like it died.
Oh, like the creature died.
Yeah, it like is wreathed by these flames, and then the shadow like underneath the flames just like
Okay, so I was about to say,
away.
these are undead. You want to make sure they're dead, not just dead.
Yeah. Oh, also when she did the Hellish Rebuke, she like said some really creepy demonic sounding something, you know, like I don't know, it was really creepy for an old lady.
Sweet.
Like she looked really adorable, and then all of a sudden she like her eyes went like black, and she was like, and then it just like super fire.
Alrighty. Anything else for? Oh, wait, that was the shadow's turn. Never mind.
That was just my reaction.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. And you guys watch as the black dragonborn sort of shadow drifts towards Yager, and just like takes one of his clawed hands and tries to like go through Yager's throat. And the dragonborn's standing, I believe, if I remember correctly, 6'7". So this is a 6'7" shadow, just trying to like phase his claws through Yager's throat. And that'll be a that'll probably hit. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And you take 7 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 4.
It's
Oh.
important for me.
It is. And with that, it is Naname's turn. As these shadows are like all crowded around you now, sort of like in a circle.
Okay, so within 10 feet of me, how many of shadows are there, and how many of my allies are there?
So within 10 feet of you,
Yep.
there are 4 shadows and both your allies.
Oh, shoot. Well, if both of my allies are there, that kind of ruins the one thing I was gonna do.
If you want a suicide bomb, go for it. I can probably tank it.
I cannot.
Probably.
She has 4 health! Like, no matter what, she would get, like, knocked out probably from my...
I can heal you
Probably
guys.
gonna get, knocked
Can
out
you? I have
regardless.
Arms of Hadar, and it does 2d6. Oh no, wait, it would be second level, so it does 3d6 necrotic damage on a failed save, but like half as much on a successful save.
True.
Shoot, I kind of want to do it because all 4 of them are around, and I mean, I know that I have a healing potion, so okay, probably a bad decision. I'm sorry, guys. So after
You don't really know each other.
yeah, well, look, after that thing attacked her and her eyes went like super black and she did the hellish rebuke, now that it's her turn, she like says something in like, I don't, infernal and like some really creepy something, and these like dark tendrils of energy come out from around her in a 10-foot kind of radius, like big scary tentacles of the underworld, and they just like whip at everyone within 10 feet, and she looks a lot creepier than she did beforehand. Now everyone within 10 feet of me gets to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, God.
Yeah, great.
So
Great.
Of
4
6 or
shadows.
higher.
So the child shadow got a 6.
Fail.
Nat 20.
The
I'm safe.
A 6.
The owl Lacrocra, the clue shadow got a 2.
Wow, failed and failed.
Oh God, the human shadow, like Arvis, the cowboy-looking guy, got a 0. 2 minus 2. And the dragonborn got a 14. The dragonborn shadow got a 14.
Fail. Okay, so everyone who failed takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and everyone who passed takes half as much as whatever.
So as the tentacles like wreath around the shadows, it looks like nothing happens to them. They're immune to necrotic damage.
Ouchie, mama.
Oh no. You make the...
So
Makes
good.
sense when you
So
think about
good.
it in-
I'm sorry, you guys. I rolled 2 6s and a 3.
So that's 15 points of
I rolled a
damage.
nat 20, so I'm fine.
So Cora takes 15 points of damage and is knocked unconscious.
Is there any... what are the instant death rules?
No.
Oh,
It's instant. It's instant death if the damage is more. If there's more damage remaining that exceeds your max hit points when you drop to
that's
0.
not the case.
So you're fine. Yeah.
I'm just
Definitely
at
not.
0. Or I'm at less than 0, I guess.
Yeah, you're fine. No, I don't do. I basically do if you get hit while you're downed. Those rules for death. Yeah.
Right.
So melee attacks while you're down are considered 2 fails, an automatic critical kind of thing. Yeah.
Right, okay.
So you're currently going to be doing some death saving throws.
Oh, because I'm getting hit. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Not yet. You're not going to do death saving throws yet. You're currently still at like 0 death saving throws. 0
okay,
fails.
so that
0
was all
success.
considered one.
Yeah.
That was just one attack.
That was considered 1 attack. Yeah. So
Okay.
now you're like lying unconscious on the floor from this grandma tiefling.
How was I supposed to know they were immune to necrotic damage?
Great, we're gonna
mean, it was
kill
a
each
good
other
try.
before the ghost can. That's the perfect strategy.
That was
Would have
my-
worked really well if it hadn't been
If they weren't, it would have been super good. I mean, it's my only area of effect spell, and they were all around me.
I think it's pretty great.
Thanks.
This is what
Thanks,
D&D is
friend.
all about.
Yeah,
Moments like
TPKs
this.
in first episode. That's perfect.
So that's Naname's turn, I guess.
Oh yeah. Also, wait. You passed Yager, right? And then Cora failed, and now she's unconscious. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, if you fail the saving throw, even if you're immune to necrotic damage, you cannot take reactions until your next turn.
Sweet.
So-
I have resistance to necrotic damage.
So
actually,
you take half of 15.
damage
So originally you take half of 15, and then you
I take half of half.
So you take
so-
you take 7 because 7's about half of 15.
And then you take half of that.
So 4, because you round up. So you take so 4 damage. Yeah, I'll say it's 4 damage. You take 4 damage.
Yo.
Right.
Cool. That went awesome, and I'm so happy.
Whoops.
Really did.
I told you I could tank it.
All right. So with that, I guess it's Yager's turn.
Neat. Well, seeing that my normal attacks aren't worth anything, apparently, I am going to bonus action cast Divine Favor on my own blade. So it's like my light, like my sword is just engulfed in radiant power.
For sure.
Lightsaber style.
Alright, so yeah, then I'm just going to attack, but, reduce strength, so that's going to...
Which one are you attacking? You attacking the Child Shadow, the Aarakocra looking Shadow?
The one who hit me.
So it would be the Dragonborn Shadow.
Correctamundo.
Okay.
Alright, 17 to hit.
That hits, and it's radiant damage now?
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, roll a damage for the weapon, and then since they're vulnerable to it, I'll say roll damage twice.
Hey!
Because I forget how damage vulnerability works.
Yay!
Yeah.
So yeah, roll damage twice, I guess.
Hey, max. So roll twice.
Yeah, just roll damage twice, yeah.
Alright, so that's 8 plus 2, so 10 plus 4, and then I have to roll for the spells. So give me a sec. So that's currently 14 plus another d4, so that moment when you realize you have too many dice. And a 1, so that's 15 points of radiant damage.
You slash at it, and you watch as most of its shadowy form dissipates, and it's standing still with 1 hit point left.
Oh!
Oh no!
God damn! I hate when that happens.
So basically, it's half of a shadow.
My bonus action, I can't.
Yeah, it's half of a shadow right now, just sort of phasing in and out almost.
And I saw what Anna did with her magic shadowy eye stuff, right?
Naname!
Yeah, you definitely saw what Naname did.
All right. Yager sees that and he's just immediately scowls at you, and then is kind of the ghost or the immediate threat, but he kind of turns to kind of guard against you as well a little, because he's on guard.
This is gonna go so bad, and I love it.
All
right.
Yep.
Anything else, Yager?
Nope, that's all I can do, unless I want to take opportunity attacks.
True. By 4 shadows.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't take opportunity attack from 2 shadows because 2 attack
They
you.
can't take reactions.
That's right.
now.
That's right. So no opportunity attacks.
Oh, right. So
You're
what I will do
welcome.
is I will go over to the knocked out child and stand over her kind of defensively and defending her from both Nana and the ghost, because Nana is a bad Nana.
Okay. Alright. So with that, it's Cora's turn. Cora, give me a death saving throw.
20.
A 20?
Oh.
Like a natural 20?
Yeah.
No.
No, that's just a
What does she
roll
roll?
of
She's
20, right?
asking.
Oh, D20. Yeah, for death saving throws.
I rolled an 8.
That's a fail, so that's 1 fail.
That's a fail.
And
Alright.
yeah, make sure to track that on your D&D Beyond sheet too, just so
Yeah,
people can
no
see that you failed a death save.
This is hilarious.
I
Oh,
love
man.
we somehow predicted before the session that this was what was going to happen.
I joke about TPKs before every session, and if they happen, I've never had a TPK before. So,
Oh, well, hey, we can
There's
do
a
it first.
time for
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
so at the end of Cora's turn with that, one of the shadows, the child shadow, since can't see, actually, would you still be invisible to it, even since you're
Until
unconscious.
the end of its next turn. So if it's had a turn
It ends this turn.
since.
Oh, it ends
yeah,
this
so,
turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you concentrate on it if you are currently unconscious
No.
and dying?
No.
don't think
You
so.
lose concentration once you
Right.
drop unconscious.
I don't. Let me check if it's a concentration.
Oh, right.
If it's a concentration, then it's dropped. Yeah.
I don't think it's a concentration. Because it doesn't say that it is.
If it was,
It
it would
doesn't say
say it next to
concentration.
the. It would have a little C next to the name on D&D Beyond.
It isn't on D&D Beyond. It's
It's a
it's mystic.
yeah, it's a mystic thing.
The mystic thing.
Oh, no.
I can check the PDF, but the one that I copied doesn't have.
All right, if it doesn't have it, then it's
Well, yeah.
not. It's still up then.
Okay.
I'll say it's still up. Yeah. So the child shadow is just gonna drift over to the closest person it sees, and Naname, you watch as this ghostly visage, the shadowy visage of your grandson, sort of floats towards you, and just sort of looks up at you, and just plunges two hands into like your waist area, like your pelvis, and you feel these cold hands like squeezing onto your pelvic bone.
Tommy, that's a little inappropriate, don't you think?
And you take a 15, like 15 to hit. I mean, 15 to hit.
Yeah, you take a 15. Yeah, 15 hits. Surprising no one.
You take eight necrotic damage.
I see.
Yeah, so that's 8 necrotic damage, and you lose your strength score is reduced by another 3.
Not terrible. Could be worse. Or the 3 is bad.
Don't say that. They will always make it worse.
That's true.
It can
You
always
just
be worse.
jinxed
It
us.
could be
Sorry.
horrendously terrible.
I'm trying to think positive.
And then after as if he plunges his hands into you, he's gonna take a bonus action to disengage and hide somewhere.
That's not cool.
Yeah, shadows, they're awesome.
Is he the one who has only 1 hit point?
No.
No, that's the dragon.
The dragonborn looking one.
Dragonborn.
And
Oh.
are any of the other ones injured, or is it just the Dragonborn?
Just the dragonborn. All the other shadows appear fully stable, but the dragonborn one is almost like he's been cut in half and he's sort of phasing in and out kind of thing. So with that, the Aarakocra looking shadow is going to drift over towards Yager, and he's just going to peck him with his owl beak.
I am not bird food.
Oh no, that doesn't hit. That's a 9 to hit.
Oh, it's no for you. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Who's the
Yeah,
teammate?
that doesn't hit.
And then
If I have, I swear, if I'm somehow the last person standing, it would make complete sense because the people who came with me was an old senior citizen and a child.
and then the cowboy looking shadow is going to phase through you, Yager, and he's going to just lift up a foot and stomp down on Cora's head.
Okay.
Ouch.
Can I try to impose
Oh, wait, no, he's not.
advantage on that?
You know what? I'll let you roll, because that would actually kill her because it's a melee attack.
That would kill her.
It
So that's
would
what I'm saying.
definitely
Can I
kill
try and take that blow for her since I'm kind of standing over her?
He did sort of phase through you, but I'll let you roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you take the blow instead.
All right. Oh, come on. It keeps getting caught on the corner. And okay, that's not the greatest saving, so that's straight. That's just a flat 10.
Let me... Yeah, no. I forgot she was at 1. I forgot she was at 1 failed death save. I totally feel bad now.
Oh
That's
no.
okay.
Oh dear.
But he just sort of stomps on Cora's head, and his foot just phases through her head, and she just sort of blinks out with 3 failed death saves. So that's
Great.
You just
dead.
did it.
All right. Well, that was fun.
I'm not mean. I don't permanently kill off people in the first session, so don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's a little too mean. So the Dragonborn Shadow is going to float towards Yager and basically try to phase arm through your chest again. for a 20 to hit. Not natural 20, just
That
20.
hits.
Okay. And you take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Halved because resistance.
Yep, and your strength score is reduced by 2. And as that happens, you sort of watch as the shadows vanish.
Oh.
And you hear sort of laughter, like and you sort of watch as like the door of the kitchen sort of creaks open. And you see this woman in like a white gown with long black hair cascading across her face, and she's got a slit throat, slowly just sort of shambles through the doorway and just stands there staring at the two of you and the dead human on the ground.
Oh, I'm still physically
She's not dead yet.
there?
Yeah, your body's still there.
I
Oh,
thought you
wait.
said, like,
Oh, shit, hold on. Oh, no. Yeah, you're still there. I gotta roll D4. Hold on.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, your
am I
body's
gonna come back?
your body's still there for an hour at least.
Okay.
But yeah.
Are we still in combat initiative?
For the sake of this, I'll say you are, so I'll roll initiative for her. And that is a 22.
Damn.
And those of you who watched the episode last week know who this is.
So does she go immediately then? Or
No. She just sort of like no. She sort of like phases, like comes through the door, just stands there looking at the two of you, and just sort of goes like, and yeah, Nana May, what do you want to do?
Okay.
I need Nana May to make a wisdom saving throw. Actually, start of your turn.
Oh, I would love to. Let's do it. Let's see what my wisdom save is. Ooh, +6. That's gonna be an 18.
You do not feel frightened. You shrug it off.
Oh, delightful. Okay. So nothing has attacked me since her eyes go back to normal and she looks around, she's like, oh dear. Oh no. Oh. And now this is not right now.
Sorry, my internet like died. What'd you do?
The new lady is not attacking us, right? And everyone who was attacking us left?
Yeah, they all disappeared, and she's sort of just standing there, like, making a really weird moaning sound.
Okay. So, the first thing that Naname is going to do is cast, or use her ability to use Armor of Agathis on herself. So she gains 10 temporary hit points and has like kind of a frosty appearing armory thing going on. And then she's going to see, you know, the person who's there and be like, oh dear, are you okay, miss? Is there something we can do for you?
No answer.
Is the little one okay?
Yager's gonna check on her and like roll medicine, I guess.
He's poking her with a stick.
I rolled an 18 plus
She's dead.
19.
She's
total
dead.
for medicine.
She's dead.
Oh. She dead.
Oh no!
Yeah, she's dead. I'd like to say I called it, but that would be kind of messed up, so yeah.
Did Yager say all of that? I'd like to say.
Yeah, he said that. Out of character, he said all of that, yeah.
Oh dear. Maybe this house is a lot worse than we thought it was going to be.
Yager gives you like the most "are you kidding me" look. Like, are you kidding me?
I've forgotten what we're doing with the combat. Is she doing anything or just standing there going,
Well, it's not her turn yet. She's just still standing there, just moaning.
That's fair. Whose turn is it? Is it still
yours.
mine?
It's still yours.
Yep.
Jaggers. Do you think that Ocean would help? Cora?
She's dead. I can't help dead people.
I don't know how potions work. I don't really use them. Okay, well.
They don't work on dead people.
Okay. Well, I've used my action to use Armor of Agathis, and I don't know. I guess I'd probably go over to Cora and like kind of just shake her shoulder a little bit and see if I can rouse her.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing.
I guess that's all I can do. Really, I don't really have a whole lot else going on.
All right, Yager.
Right. Seeing this woman, I am. Well, it's pretty obvious she's undead, right?
Oh, for sure.
All right. Yeah, I still have Divine Favor on my blade, so I am just going to. Do I want to? I've too many things for undead creatures. That's the thing. I'm trying to pick between one. Oh, I am an idiot. I forgot I could attack twice.
Ooh, ouch. I forgot
Yeah.
I have luck points, so
Yeah.
I just didn't get a chance to do it.
I
I'm
am
so
going
sorry.
to cast my Channel Divinity, my Channel Divinity, abjure enemy, and target the undead lady.
Mm-hmm.
She has to make a Wisdom saving throw. She has disadvantage because she is undead, and upon failing, she is frightened, and her speed is reduced to 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she got a 12, but I will say one of her condition immunities is frightened.
Ah, well, now in character I know that, so yay.
Yeah, she seems just. She
And-
seems, even though she failed, she seems just to shrug it off.
Yager just kind of glares at her, but he will move in between Nana and the creature because currently, while he doesn't like Nana that much right now, he doesn't like this thing even more.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I wasted my action on that thing, so...
Okay.
wait, but is it movement still reduced to 0?
No.
Like,
No. Actually,
Did
no,
did
because
it fail the thing?
it did fail, so its movement's reduced to 0, but it's not frightened. That's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yay! Well, at least it can't move.
She just sort of like opens up her mouth really like unnaturally wide,
No, please.
like the ice cream,
No.
like the ice cream angel from that. What's that movie? Can't think of the name of the movie.
Doctor Who?
The-
No, I can't think of the movie.
Is it the one with the
No.
mirror where they like?
No, it's a dumb movie. Legion. It opens up its mouth like really wide, and you watch as like its bottom jaw like just descends like 3 feet, and just this gaping maw and this black coiling tongue just sort of like falls out. And I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, let's give it a try.
Am I proficient in those? Nope.
I don't think I
16.
pass. I got a 7.
So you got a 15 and a 7.
I got a
16.
7.
All right, so since you failed by 5 or more, Nana May, you are reduced to 0 hit points.
Holy shit!
It's actually going to be TPK now.
And
It might actually be that.
Well, hey, at 0 hit points, you don't have to roll like death saving throws. You're just hypothesis, right?
yeah, you're reduced to 0 hit points, so you would be making death saving throws.
Mm.
Wait. Really should have used the luck point on that one. I think.
I'll let you use a luck point if you want.
Well, yeah. Okay, sure. If you're gonna let me, I will take it. I will use a luck point, and I'm gonna.
That lets you re-roll the save, right?
Yeah, it lets you roll 2 and take whichever one you want.
Okay, go for it.
Well, alrighty. Wish me luck, you guys. Oh,
Good
that's
luck.
a nat 20, so actually that's a lot better.
Cool. So
That
would be
you both are.
23.
Yeah, you're both fine, but you're gonna take half of the damage.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not a melee attack, is it?
It is not.
What a shame.
It's an action. So the two of you take 23 necrotic damage, or 23 psychic
23.
damage.
Whoa.
Oh, psychic. Okay, I was about to say.
And she... Shit. She was gonna do something that would have helped, sort of, and you made her speed 0. Is there a saving throw tied to it? On her turn, like she can like make the saving throw on her turn, kind of thing.
On a success, nope. It just lasts for 1 minute.
Fantastic. All right, so she is just going to, I guess. Let me think here. Well, that sort of destroyed the plan I had of saving Cora, but okay.
Dead forever now.
Yeah, sorry.
Welcome to
I'll die
D&D,
forever,
everyone.
so
And then, let me see.
we have an extra short session and we still managed to like get us all
We still
killed.
managed to kill everyone.
And then, she's just going to, I guess, descend into the floor and vanish out of sight. She just like seems to like melt into the floor, like melt back into the house and just disappear. And she is no longer in your line of sight.
Okay.
Out of here, just like you're not dead, right?
Me? No. No,
Okay.
Anime has 13 hit points left. She would have only had 3, but I had the extra 10 from the Armor of Agathis. So, a little bit better. But, I mean, that's assuming that you don't really get attacked by somebody else.
Well, because Yager doesn't really like you, he's gonna use his action to use lay on hands, and he's gonna put 20 hit points towards himself.
Smart and wise decision.
Okay.
Yeah, he's saving 5 for emergency.
The emergency lay on hands.
And you guys sort of see this weird. What do you guys want to do while you're just sort of both here in the kitchen with Cora's body?
Alright.
I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't mind taking a short rest and regaining some hit points.
You're gonna
Maybe?
try to take a short rest in this kitchen?
Well, no, I don't. I mean, we just got attacked here, but like, you know, if we could go somewhere where we weren't just attacked, but I don't know where else we could go.
So
in
there's
this haunted house.
there's back in the foyer. There's the staircase. The staircases that look like the 2 curved staircases that lead to the 2nd floor, and there's another door to the right of the staircase. And actually, in here is you see a sort of like a trap door, like a cellar door in here. I forgot to mention that. And that is sort of beside the oven, the stone oven.
Yager, while Nana's deciding what she wants to do, is just gonna go over to Cora's body and just like kneel down before her, kind of take her arms, cross them over herself, hands together, and then take like from his bag like a small piece of the Raven Queen, like a small little symbol, put that in her hand and throw some holy water over her face. There, now she won't come back as something that was gonna kill us. He's not being emotional about this at all. Like, this is just like him, like making sure that she doesn't come back as like a little kid zombie that's gonna go ah.
That would be pretty awesome.
But yeah, like he just looks down at her and says, "Tough luck, kid," and then kind of closes her eyes.
Oh God, my heart.
Got real dark real fast.
Naname is gonna like sit down at the table and just like take a moment to collect herself. I think that after that we need to maybe take a rest and prepare ourselves for what else this could possibly throw at us.
They're likely to come back when you find somewhere where we can fortify ourselves and defend ourselves.
Well, it looks like they can go through walls, so I'm not really sure where we can fortify ourselves.
I'm gonna open up my bag and show some of my Haunted Ones equipment or Monster Hunter equipment, and say I have ways of fortifying a room, but it can't be here with this. There's too many entrances where they can come in and attack us.
Well, okay then. Lead the way, Monster Hunter. Yager.
For the record, I know I said I wasn't going to say this before, but I told you so. Then he turns around and walks back into the room they came out of.
All right. As you two walk away, you hear this strange, like, sound coming from behind you, like breathing and sort of gnawing sounds. And if you choose to look behind you, you can.
Goddamn my curiosity. Yes, the Yager looks behind him.
I tried, and you made her movement speed 0. And it negated everything I was going to do. It's not my fault. You sort of watch as like the floorboards seem to like snake tendrils over Cora's body, and they just pull her into the house itself.
Oh.
I blessed her and I gave her a holy symbol. Hopefully that helped. If not, I've tried. Okay, you can't blame me.
I am so sorry.
Hey, it's better to happen now than in like 10 sessions when I've gotten attacked.
Oh no. I'm the worst.
That was... Yeah, it wasn't the shadows that did it, technically. It was Naname.
Hey! Yo, the shadow curb stomped her face.
That's true.
So the shadow was definitely the one who killed her.
I'm not taking the blame for it. I'm taking... Yeah, whatever. But yeah, you two...
At least share the blame.
Okay, yeah, half-half.
Yeah.
But you two sort of watch Cora's body get pulled into the house. Almost like it's absorbed by it.
And as soon as I see that happening, I first look at the thing that's dragging her. They seem more shadowy, more...
No, it looks like the floorboards themselves came alive, wrapped around her body, and absorbed it into the house. And you watch as her body slowly like just melds into the floor and vanishes. You sort of hear like a sigh of relief come from inside the house, like all around the house. Like the house itself is sighing, like...
As her body is disappearing, I'm going to like... Yager's quickly going to like dash over, cast Wrathful Smite onto his blade, and then just stab Cora through the head. I am so sorry.
Her head is split in two when you do that. Just...
Okay.
And so...
and you watch as that happens, her body still is pulled into the house and absorbed.
I push the blade down into the floor of the house, seeing if that does anything.
No.
Out of character, I am so sorry.
That's okay.
And
And
as Cora's body is absorbed by the house and Yager stabs the floor, that's where we'll end the session for the week.
Okay.
We don't even get a short rest?
You'll have. I'll let you guys do a short rest at the start of your session in 2 weeks.
Oh.
Because next week we're back with the Lost group.
Oh, hey, and then the 2 weeks from then, look, if the other person shows up, you can come in as a new character with that character.
That's true.
Because he's a cleric, and he's a cleric.
Yeah, like the old man back. Yeah, the old man back in the place is like, hey.
4 clerics, or like 3 clerics and a paladin, maybe.
4 different clerics, yeah.
Oh man,
4 different.
I am a monster hunting paladin. What
That's
do you
okay.
want?
Now I get to make a new character.
I don't kill characters. I try not to kill characters the first session, and I had the woman was gonna come in and do some like tomfoolery to Cora's like body and her soul kind of thing, and Cora was I'll say Cora was gonna be alive but without a soul.
Oh no!
And he's just like, 0 movement speed, and it's like, oh no. So that stopped it. Cora died. Her body got literally destroyed, essentially,
Well,
like, beyond the point.
I
just find it
honestly
really
think
funny
that
this child just got murdered. Brutally murdered.
hey, think of it this way: it's better to be dead normally than dead without your soul.
And
So,
like
Yeah.
Chad is saying, if the
know.
paladin hadn't performed those rites, she could have been resurrected.
By who? Who here can resurrect anyone?
That's
pretty much.
it's for you guys to find out. But she
Well,
did.
I probably would have been
If
resurrected.
she got
Hey,
eaten by the
I hope your
house.
soul move on. Okay, I hope your soul move on. That way you know
yes,
you're.
now I've gone on
yeah.
to a new
All
plane
right. Well, anyway,
Well-
I gotta go. So
existence.
Oh, all right.
Or the house, I guess.
yeah, I gotta. So
All right,
I'll
see
you
ya.
guys later.
So
Nice meeting
as
you
he
all.
leaves, I'll do the closing out of the show. Yeah, that was our second session with this campaign. The first session with the Seeker group, and I guess I'll rearrange these windows real quick. And yeah, I didn't expect someone to die this session. I feel bad about it,
I
obviously,
don't feel bad.
because that's D&D, I guess. I did have a plan to res Cora if she did get. Yeah, and it just got thrown out the window, and it's like, no, that's not happening now. But yeah, we'll be back with this group in 2 weeks with Brogan playing a new character already. I tried.
That's all good.
Because I do not like to kill players for a session. I always have workarounds for it. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. Next week, again at this time slot, we'll be back with the Lost group, the first group, who are still in the house. But 6 months have passed since they've been in the house. That's weird. So yeah, we'll just do some closing announcements. This Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing the charity live stream. So we have 4 D&D games for all day. That day, we're already at our goal of $300 before we even start. So if we can get to 600, that'll be awesome. And yeah, we'll be back at 10 o'clock, so about in an hour or so to stream our pirate campaign, which is always fun. That's a fun campaign. I'm excited to continue the story of that one. And I'm excited to see who your new character is. That's always fun to see new characters.
Yeah. And then I can use D&D Beyond.
That's true. Also, again, with the future of this campaign, to the audience, if you guys donate $5 or more during the stream while they're in the house, random effects will be rolled off a D1000 table and will happen to the people in the house. Like I said, floors disappearing, walls disappearing, maybe people getting reanimated kind of thing, resurrected. Lots of stuff can happen in the house. It's not a nice place. It eats people, as we have just seen. Yeah, obviously those that die in the house get eaten by the house kind of thing, unless they're revived. Yeah, we'll close out with these two, and then since Yager left, or Caesar left, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with the Seeker group. Hopefully, our fourth player will be here, because a cleric would have been really good this session. Maybe.
See.
So without further ado, Brogan.
Sorry?
Anything you'd like to say? Like, if you have a Twitter, people can follow you on.
No,
stuff
I
like
don't
that?
really have much that's public.
Okay.
At the moment, so maybe in the future.
Okie dokie. Well, it was nice having you. Looking forward to seeing your new character in 2 weeks. And Amy. Anything you'd like to say? Closing thoughts? Twitter, if people want to follow you on Twitter.
No, I mean, I have a Twitter, but I don't think I've ever posted on it. I'm so sorry. I definitely thought that maybe I could at least damage all of the ghosts. And
It was a good thought.
They were definitely immune to necrotic damage. So my one and only multi-person spell like thing is basically useless in this whole house. Whoops. Sorry.
That's what happens.
That's so good.
It's D&D.
Yeah.
And do you have a social media if people want to talk to you, follow you, see what you're thinking? Oh, you just said. Never mind. You don't have to post. I have a bad memory.
It's okay. I mean, I have a Tumblr, but I don't think anyone really wants to follow that. It's a mess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we'll close it out. I'm JW Ross, Justin, but I go by JW Ross because it sounds professional. And you can follow me on Twitter at JWROSSS. I am the owner of this here channel. I run it. I run so many games for it. Well, 2 games right now technically, but it'll be moving to like maybe 3 or 4 or 5. It's going to be a lot because I'm trying to do this as a career because I hate my job where I work right now, and it's a soul-crushing job, so I'm trying to get out of it and do this because it's fun. We started streaming in February, the first week of February, and we already hit affiliate, which is awesome. So yeah, we're sitting at, I think we're sitting at 62 followers, 64 followers. Hoping to boost that up and get some more follows, obviously, and get going. Yeah, we'll be back in about an hour for our pirate campaign, Beneath the Tides. So if you're watching now, tune in at 10 and watch us do some piratey stuff. And as always, at the end of every show, we look at our webcams and wave goodbye. So, goodbye, everyone.